lazy learners and lax disciples will always struggle to muster even a particle of faith.
That's her pay. Isn't she wonderful? My dear young brothers and sisters, these surely are the latter days, and the Lord is hastening his work to gather Israel. That gathering is the most important thing taking place on earth today. Nothing else compares in magnitude, nothing else compares in importance, nothing else compares in majesty.
Travis Mangidzo. So I allowed a hate comment to go through so that I could respond to it by Hannah Hart, who has no heart. Me a love, showed me no love. Dear God, how can people be so coarse? To come to one video and think that they can respond out of ignorance. So I let her have it. No mercy. Strike first. No fear. No mercy. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. That's it. Cobra Kai. This is the fight song? Do we want to use that in the description below? Is that what this is about? Maybe. Could be. Possibly. I don't have paper. So, yeah. She said on my apostate Mormons commit crimes for Jesus. And so she attacked with, I'm sorry you feel that you've been hurt by something you've heard or are offended, something hurt or offended by something you've heard. Dear God. So yeah, I put bleep you. Bleep you, actual bleep you. I didn't bleep it for the video. I bleeped it in my comment. Dear God, such hate. This church just spews hate, and Mormons just soak it all in. And they don't get it. They don't understand. What do you mean? Jesus! Because that's what she went on to do. Jesus is the hope for peace and happiness. Bleep you! Dear God. Is it really that difficult to understand in the learning of the Jews? Is it really that difficult to match the great and abominable church with Joseph Smith, First Vision, verse 19, all of Christianity is wrong and all their creeds are an abomination. Can you not put the clues together? So yes, Mormons piss me off. As a kid, I caught on. Oh, learning of the Jews. What's that? Nobody knows? I gotta find out. I became an anthropologist of the ancient Middle East, so that I found the answer. Dear God, I do not do my videos out of feelings. Nothing more than failings. Trying to forget my failings. Of you. So yeah, this is why women are not watching my channel. They are upset that I will not affirm their feelings. That I use science. And science is cold and uncaring about feelings. It's because feelings are a response to a cause. And the cause is how you interpret your physical reality. So a baby, you show them the color black, neutral. They don't see it as evil and dark and scary. You have to teach the kid that the color black is evil. And then the kid will believe it. And then the kid will embrace it and become a goth. Just to spite you as their parent. So many easy answers out there. And yet I see dumb people. They're all around me. I can't escape. So, Nelson, I can't find that video clip yet. I've got a lot of videos left to do for Nelson. Before the April conference, I was doing a blitz. I was going back over all of his conference talks, pulling out clips, and then doing videos on those clips. And of course, I did the name blitz, which, name, perfect. And I did a whole name blitz video series. And 2 of those name blitz videos have reached the top 4. As it has been so long since YouTube allowed such viewership. And this is another no-duh moment. That Nelson calls it the Church of Jesus Christ. And yet, what was Joseph Smith calling it? Oh, right, because Brigham Young tampered with our canon, our scriptures, just like the Great and Abominable Church did in the Book of Mormon, to the Bible. So yes, we all have feelings. Even men have feelings. Even scientists have feelings. But you piss us off when you promote feelings over science and logic. Feelings are a response. They are never a cause. And so if she actually knows me and has been watching my videos, for her to say that, oh, that, dear God, stay away from me. That makes her evil, not stupid. She is an enemy. And so, the quote that I'm trying to find, and it's not on, I can't Google search it, because it wasn't that big of a deal to everyone. He said it, and it snuck right through. And he didn't say it at the beginning, because I got to 2019, the April conference at least. I think some in the October, but I'm not sure. I have to go back and check, but I still have, because I think it was after 2020. I'm positive. Because it's like, now you tell us? These are the latter days. And he even pauses. And he elevates his voice. These are the latter days. If we are to something, something, something. That's my associative memory recalling that. And I can't find the quote. Google search doesn't identify it. And the closest I came was his youth conference that he gave in 2018 in the summer, where he formed the Nazi Youth Battalion, or the Lucifer Youth Battalion. And if you have no idea what the Hitler Youth Battalion was, dear God, you just let history repeat itself, don't you? And you don't want to know, because it's that atrocious and abominable of what the Nazis did to their own youth. It wasn't just Jews that they were torturing. They enslaved the whole German country. The boys were put into positions of narcs to go around and report on people, especially their peers who were the long-haired hippies. Which there's a movie about that. It's an excellent movie. But there's porn. Can't watch it. I think it's even PG-13, but the porn still remains. Dear God. But the women, the girls, yeah, they were used for rape. You just want to let history repeat itself, don't you, Mormons? I warn you, and you just dismiss me. I warn LGBTQ about what the Nazis did to gays. Like I said, everybody in Germany. They had a sign designation to pin on gays. And so, when Nazi Germany took over, they were easily able to identify and thus round up and thus torture and thus murder. And you're letting history repeat itself in Utah and in the United States. And you think, no, nobody would ever do that again if you even knew of it in the first place. And you don't believe me, you disregard me, you don't respect me, you don't hearken. For Nelson, these are the latter days only refers to the gathering. That's why it slips by. Nobody notices what he says. Nobody knows what he means. Because the gathering's been going on since Joseph Smith. It's always been the latter days. But there's a specific latter days. Nelson knows about it, and he's not coming out and telling anybody. And that's a danger. Because in Matthew 24, this is where everybody goes to when they're told about second coming events. If they're wondering if this is a second coming, they immediately, come to the Cliff Notes here in Matthew 24 to figure it all out. And they might be aware of the Joseph Smith translation, Matthew, that rearranges the order. They might be aware of Daniel, because the abomination of desolation is TG, abomination of desolation. Oh dear God, who did these footnotes, Bruce R. McConkie? Which he says is a nuclear bomb, by the way, in his Mormon doctrine and other books. His Messiah series, when he covers this in Matthew, he brings that up. But, dear God, Nelson doesn't pay attention to let them which be in Utah flee into the mountains. Right there in Matthew 24. I'm going to make you look it up. Or, after talking about false Christs and false prophets, he then says, if a false Christ or a false prophet tells you he is in the desert, go not forth. What is Salt Lake City Valley? What's it called? Geographically called? Geologically called, actually. A desert? You didn't know this was about Mormons, did you? Of course not. You don't believe Joseph Smith. That's it. You look at other stuff here and you say, okay, there's going to be tribulation. All right. Except those days be shortened. There should no flesh be saved. Oh, no dates given, or so you think. Because then you read, no man knoweth the day or the hour. Oh, yeah, nobody knows. Could be any time. And so when Mormons see events happen on Earth, like a tetrad where Perry Packer Scott die, or an earthquake in Magna knocks out the horn of Moroni, Mormons, their spider senses tingle. Spirit senses tingle. And they start wondering. And so, the sun shall be darkened, moon shall not give her light, stars fall from heaven. Oh, and they think of supernatural. They don't think of natural, scientific processes, because that happens all the time. We had a fifth falling star meteor shower appear this morning at a tail of a serpent. Did you know that? Of course not. I give you the link to stellarium.org. Are you using it? Are you using it? So, but yeah, here we get to and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and all the tribes of the earth shall mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And so the manual says, some will say is a comet, others a planet. But the sign of the Son of Man is the Son of Man. No! No, Bruce! No! sign is never the thing that it is a symbol of. God. And so, yeah, you don't know. And I get frustrated because I'm giving you all the answers and you don't believe. You keep on going. And Nelson keeps setting things up to repeat history. And you don't see it. You don't see it. So, yeah, Revelation. Chapter 12, verse 1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. Church doesn't explain anything about it. And so you're just going, oh, okay. It's a symbol. And it's referring to Jesus being born in the Roman period time. Maybe we should use bang your head. And so you miss when Monson dies. Because you don't see this as star dates. You're going, he died on, that was him? No. No. Verse 4. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven. I just went through 5 falling stars at tails, and you didn't catch on? Just unbelievable. And so you don't even bother to check Joseph Smith translation, Revelation 12, 1-17. Appendix. Note the changed sequence of verses in the Joseph Smith translation. Do you ever click on it? Or you don't have the program, do you? Do you ever flip to it? Well, I don't know where it is. Yeah, the church doesn't tell you. It's hidden, unreferenced, footnoted in your Bible. And there appeared a great sign in heaven, in the likeness of things on the earth. Okay, whatever that means. It's Jewish Kabbalah. Tree of Life, ring any bells? Learning of the Jews. A woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And verse 3 came from verse 5. So this is actually the birth sign, not the conception sign, or a pregnancy sign. The heavens can get pregnant? And there was a war in heaven. Those who were dumb were cursed to be born in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. If you think that's offensive, then you don't know Mormonism. Because the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, they keep telling us we're the righteous ones in the premortal existence. And we were reserved to come forth in this day and time. Because of our righteousness and greater intelligence. We weren't fence sitters, right, Bruce? See, if you're a Mormon and you aren't understanding what I'm saying, welcome. You're new and you're young. But my audience, who watches regularly, are older. They know exactly what I'm talking about. And some of them may be laughing. Maybe. Because there are those who report to the president of the church. Oh, dear God. So yeah, these are the latter days, and I've been telling you since 2017. I wonder why.